Hey guys, it's me again. I know you're sick of hearing me. You don't have to watch this. This isn't something, sorry, I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. This isn't something I'm posting. I might not post this, so the fact that you see this really means a lot. I kind of wanted to share the idea of what it takes to be a fighter. And I don't mean in the ring. Because we are all fighters, whether you think you are or you're not. Think of where you are right now, this very second. And think of where you were when you were maybe 6 or 7, growing up. You fought to get to where you are right now. Alright? And I'm going to share my story, and this takes a little bit out of me, guys. So you don't have to watch this. I'm not looking for something to go viral. I'm not looking for self-pity. Screw that noise. I just want to relate. And the reason I do this is because I believe in the ideology lately that we all look at all this chaos, and my head coach is telling me, I believe he said that second or it's third most leading suicide in teens is bullying. And the ideology is that we look at all this chaos and we think to ourselves, wow, how did things get like this? Why won't somebody do something? Why didn't somebody do something? And then before it's too late, we realize we are somebody, you know? You are somebody. And so that's why I do this, because we all matter. Every single one of us. And if I can reach to somebody, help further expand them, or help believe the populace that they are someone as well, influence anybody in any way positive, you know, then this is worthwhile. This is worth posting. So maybe I will post this. So like I said, I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking to go viral. Just want to give my backstory so I can help sort of relate further. Before I do, I want to say that we should all understand that there are a lot of people that have it worse than we do, or had it worse than we did, or currently do. So I know you know that. I know that you know. So just don't forget that. Be grateful for what you have right now. Alright, so I grew up with my brothers in the back of the woods in a trailer park where it was always unsafe to go outside due to racist rednecks. My parents were never home because they were always out working to provide shelter, the roof over our heads, and food, and pay the bills that we had. I remember eating rice and beans and some chicken, if ever there was, every single day. And I remember going through a period, years, months, where we had no water, where we had no electricity. I lived and slept on a mattress just in the middle of the small room with 2 of my brothers. No electricity, no water, sometimes neither. No cable, and I remember playing with a flashlight just to pass the time, finger puppets with my brothers, playing imagination, superheroes, things like that, just to pass the time. And I had an abusive dad, and I'm not looking for pity again. You know, it's fine now. You know, I'm grateful for him, believe it or not, because it made me who I am today. It made me grateful, and made me realize how to treat my kids, you know, if ever I have them. You know, a lot of you people grow up looking up to your fathers, and that's amazing. That's really, really just truly tremendous. And my father taught me what not to treat my kids like. So there's a lesson to be learned. You could take something and spin it where it could change you for the better or the worse, you know? And I always chose the better, and I'm grateful for having that kind of ideology. You got it? So, my father used to pick me up by the throat against the wall and just beat me for no reason. And it was alright. It's fine. He was always a drunk, and I'm I'm not doing this to slander him, or, you know, this video may actually do the exact opposite, and I don't care, because I'm just trying to, this is the product, guys, you know? Life's not all lilac, butterflies, and rainbows, you know? So, I'm just grateful to be where I am, and a lot of you guys might hear this, see this, know me, and think, you're grateful for what you have? Your name's not on, you know, your name's not blown up everywhere. Your name isn't in lights. Your face isn't plastered all over the walls. And I think to myself, good, that's not what I want. But I'm talking about, if you're hearing me where I came from, all that negativity turned into this. When all that negativity could have very well turned into my death, alright? And I think the reason why we all fit this persona where I am right now so well is because we can actually, we've been there, we can reflect, and I've been there, alright? I don't care that it's not Suicide Month, Bully Awareness Month. This needs to be talked about. Do you understand? Because again, we look at the world, all its chaos, all its problems, and we think to ourselves, why won't somebody do something? And we don't realize that we are somebody. So I'm nobody, maybe in your eyes, but I am somebody to myself. And if I don't wake up that voice, nothing's ever going to matter, nothing's ever going to change. So if I can inspire others to do the same, as a populace, we will change. I've been there. Whether it be drugs or, you know, bad experiences, life in general. I've written that heartfelt, disgusting note to my mother, left it on the kitchen table, hovering over it with the biggest knife you could think of, laid against my chest, crying at 4 in the morning, trying to end it all. And I'm glad that I didn't, because I'm so happy where I am right now. I really am. I'm blessed. I'm completely and utterly blessed. So, when we think about fighters, how am I a fighter? Think of where you came from. You know? Never give in, because when I was at my weakest, I was not at my weakness. I was at my strongest, and I prevailed. I was never stronger than I was before, and I will continue to be that strong somebody until I look back and I just think, wow, you know? I really also wanted to talk about the idea of just love, because it's coming out now as a huge thing. Love is a force. Love is positivity. It's the greatest force that you could ever imagine, and it's a power. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to read a lot more. So love has been studied by philosophers for eons. I'm talking about Marcus Aurelius, Greek poets, philosophers, and the Emerald Stone itself. Love has been talked as a literal supernatural power that everybody experiences, is the greatest force that can change everything. So give love, because if you give love, you receive it. You could change somebody's day. You could change a life just by embracing somebody, by embracing yourself to embrace somebody. And you can change the world. There's one of my favorite authors, Tolkien, says, there is little good in this world and it's worth fighting for. And I partially believe that, because I don't think that there's little good in this world. I think that there's a lot of good in this world, and it's just waiting to be awakened, you know? And if we realize that we are somebody, we can truly manifest this force, and we can all be the greater good, you know? Yes, things are worse now than ever. Statistically, it shows. But we all have the power to turn that around, because there is so much great bad, there's even greater good to come from that if we can just keep awakening each other and ourselves. Alright? So don't give up. Be a fighter. In the ring and out the ring. Alright? Bully me now. Healthy souls. You don't have to watch this. I'm sorry if you think some negative way towards this. I'm not looking to go viral. I just wanted to give off what I felt I had to give off. I feel better now. Take care.